On my 21st birthday, I ordered my first alcoholic beverage. That beverage consisted of a sweet, tangy, tutti fruity taste, and that was a sangria. Upon ordering my 12-ounce sangria, the lady looked at me and she says, "Why did I choose that specific drink?" And here I thought they wanted to know, why I ordered that drink or why I like this drink over that drink, but in reality, she asked me that question because she challenged me. She doubted me. She said when I ordered that drink, after I gave her a response that I like sweet-tasting things, she said, "That's a girl's drink." A girl's drink. Yes, by all means, I love Smirnoff Ice. The sweet taste of this type of malt alcohol is wonderful. Yes, I love whiskey, but for the most part, I love sweet-tasting alcohol. And last night as I was laying in my bed, this occurred to me, is that the majority, if not all social norms, that things that people say, things that people do, are completely illogical. And today we're gonna run through some of those illogical social norms which you probably have faced on a day-to-day basis. Hold on a moment, you're against gay marriage? Well, I can't criticize you, I can't mock you. In fact, all religions for the most part, we shouldn't mock, we shouldn't criticize, we shouldn't say anything negative about religions that other people believe in. This absurd type of political correctness that we should never criticize, we should never mock, but most of all, we should never bash someone's religious faith or their belief in God. To me, this is completely illogical, and for the most part, a lot of bashing or criticizing or mocking of religion always isn't necessary, but just because it isn't necessary doesn't mean you can't do it. That being said, I hold the mentality that if someone holds a religion and that religion condones or discriminates against people or harms or hurts people, I'm all for criticizing it, I'm all for mocking it, and I'm all for bashing it. If you want to draw comics mocking Catholicism, do it. If you want to draw comics mocking Islam, do it. If you want to draw comics mocking Christianity, do it. No religion should be exempt from the societal norm that you should not criticize or mock a religion. Are you a man and did you happen to see 50 Shades of Grey last week and as the credits scrolled down the screen, you probably cried? Real men don't cry. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, all men are supposed to be emotionally ostracized from showing any sort of emotional passion towards anything. A man draws a tear, he is not a real man. How exactly this social norm actually started, I have no idea, but it is completely illogical, mainly because emotions are a trait of human beings. To tell a man that he should buck up and be a man and should never cry puts men in a very difficult position to be able to ever express themselves in fear they may be harshly judged by their social peers. This is dumb. Don't do it. Don't follow this social norm. Have you ever sat on a bus, a train, a merry-go-round with a pair of headphones in each ear? Yeah, I have. Then I'm sure most of you have experienced the whole "you're being rude" if someone tries talking to you. Which to me really doesn't make a lot of sense, as you're the person wearing headphones, you're clearly doing something or listening to music, and somehow I, the person wearing headphones listening to music, am the one considered being rude because someone tried to talk to me. If you're sitting there minding your own business, doing your own thing, listening to your tunes, and someone sits next to me and tries to dialogue and start a conversation with me, I am not being the rude one. You are. More often than not, if someone's wearing headphones and they're reading or looking at something, do not interrupt them. Don't try to strike a conversation with them, because you're actually being the one who's being inconsiderate. Social norms. Don't bother people with headphones. One of the most irritating things that I find among most people that do this is when there is silence automatically means blatant awkwardness. Actually, I would say that a social norm is people always using the word awkward to describe every type of situation that they've ever been in. Oh, that's so awkward. Oh, it's awkward. Oh, it's awkward. I believe it is a word that is overly used all the time. But in most cases, this word doesn't actually apply to the situation because people automatically think that being silent means it's going to be awkward. So instead, you're sitting next to somebody, you're completely silent, and then all of a sudden they start talking about how pretty the day is, what type of dog you own, where do you live, what's your name, how old are you, how much do you weigh? And of course, when you give them one-word responses, yes, no, then that becomes an actual awkward situation, which I have done before. But I've made it very clear that I don't want to talk. I'm sitting to myself and someone sits next to me and just starts blabbling on because they think that type of silence is, well, awkward. Have you ever been driving along the road or stop at a stoplight and some car stops right next to you or drives along by you and they have their music blaring so loud? Yeah. Believe it or not, you're not that cool. Why these people think they wearing their cool shades with their cool little slick wheels and blaring music so loud that it would cause a deaf person to hear is considered cool is beyond me. What exactly does loud music that is so loud that it makes your car shake, how exactly does that make you cool? Quite frankly, I'm no fan of making myself deaf by the age of 50. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for your loss. He was such a good, trustworthy, honest man. I hope you can recover fast. No, bitch, I don't want to recover fast. My father just died and he was abusing alcoholic who abused my mother and me for my entire childhood. Someone's death does not change the things that they have done and did do. This is a type of social norm that really pisses me off, mainly because people make out someone who is a terrible, terrible person for their whole entire life to be some sort of saint once they die. Their death should not change that. What? You don't have a Facebook? Dude, what's wrong with you? Yes, sometimes I don't want to have a Facebook. Yes, I hate Facebook. Yes, sometimes I deactivate my Facebook or get rid of it altogether. But there are more things to life than having a social network profile known as Facebook. And simply judging me with this social norm that you have that everybody has to have a Facebook is really, really illogical and stupid. Oh, Daniel, you shouldn't have taken the effort to write me a card. That's so thoughtful and sweet. No, in actuality, I gave you a card because my parents kept pressuring me and pressuring me and pressuring me. Although I said when I first got the gift from you, I said thank you so much. I went to their face-to-face conversation. I said, I appreciate the gift that you've given me. It's so awesome. But no, there's a societal norm from my parents, and I think most children have experienced this to an extent, where you have to write them a thank you card. Why exactly do we have to write someone a thank you card when we have thanked them face-to-face? Is not personal conversation more important than a digital writing or handwriting? To me it is. Growing up, I absolutely dreaded this social norm of having to give someone a thank you card when I already thanked them in person and face to face. Oh man, that's so cool. Oh yeah, I totally agree with that. Man, that video game was awesome. Me? I actually really hated that video game. Everybody gasps in disbelief. Yes, I'm in a group of people. Yes, I disagree with your opinion on that. We don't like you anymore. Time to ostracize you from the group. Everybody in the same group has to have the same opinion on everything. If one person disagrees, well, you're an outcast. Mommy, can you take me to a Justin Bieber concert? Oh, sure, sweetie. I love Justin Bieber just as much as you. Yay! This to me is by far one of the most illogical social norms of them all is, yes, mothers. Mothers who have already went through menopause, who do not bleed any longer, who are utterly, crazily obsessed with celebrities. Not just any celebrities, young 16 through 18-year-old celebrities that their daughters are crazy about. Justin Bieber being one of the many examples. You are an adult. Think like it. Act like it. Yes, I have a child heart within me. But that child heart does not make me think and do things irrationally when it comes to my own child's decisions. Encouraging this type of devout behavior with automatically yourself being up and horny about Justin Bieber doesn't really help anything. In reality, it makes you look like a desperate fool. Why mothers have to go along with their daughters with this whole fanism mentality of uplifting people who are really terrible, shitty people is beyond me. You're a 40 through 45-year-old female. Justin Bieber does not want to fuck you. My name is Mr. Epstein, also known as Daniel Silsbach. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave your comments down below telling me some other social norms that you've seen which are completely and utterly illogical. Peace the rep out.